Hello and welcome to Loving Me, Myself, and Life with me, Joni Musiak. Today, I'd like to talk about balance. It's something I've definitely struggled with, and sometimes I feel really like, woohoo, I'm balancing and I feel good. And then there's other times where I'm like, I'm like so off balance. It's insane. Life can feel like it's a balancing act. The thing is, there's so much more to it than that. I actually was on an interview once where somebody asked so what is balance? I'm like, what? It was just such a hard question, or it can be. And I'm going to dive deep into this. Well, maybe not deep. I'm going to dive into this today. But before I do that, I want to share something that is from Being in Balance by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Getting in balance is not so much about adapting new strategies to change your behaviors, as it is about realigning yourself in all your thoughts so as to create a balance between what you desire and how you conduct your life on a daily basis. So we can have strategies and we can have things, and I've definitely used strategies. I definitely shared strategies, but it does come down to our thoughts. And I've shared this before. I shared about thoughts and things a lot of our things come from our thoughts. Even our behaviors and our habits come from beliefs and thoughts. So I get into this a little bit in the course I have that's called Flip the Switch on Your Negative Thoughts. I mention it in the course, and I go all in depth in it in a course that I've created called Flip the Switch on Your Negative Thoughts. And it really does. It forms from deep down there. So that, we can feel out of balance because we're thinking we're out of balance. There's just so much going on there. I've read books where, and this can be a crazy idea, so I don't want to lose you here, but I've been reading about concept of time. If you don't think you have enough time in your day, you're not going to have enough time in your day. Because we might all have the same 24 hours, but the way we look at those 24 hours, we can actually shift it, and you might feel like you actually have less. And it's just, our minds are really powerful. And I'm going to give you a little tidbit of what has helped me, or because I said at the beginning of this episode that I feel balanced at times. I feel like everything's flowing, everything's good, even if a million things are going on. And then I have times where I feel like I'm falling down. I'm just so off balance. And here's a little secret. When I'm in balance, I'm taking care of me. I'm taking care of my needs. I have whatever I need to fill me up. So I'm either probably doing meditating and yoga and things like that, to really center myself. When summer comes or different things, when my kids are home and my schedule's out of whack, that's usually when I feel off balance because I don't have my routines as structured when they're around. When they're in school, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Boom, boom, boom. I have a routine. Maybe you can relate. So whenever I'm in balance, it's because internally I am balanced. I'm meditating, so I don't have all this chatter up in my brain. I'm slowing down. I'm getting in tune with me, my needs, and I'm really taking care of me. But when I'm not taking care of myself, I can feel so lost or so off balance. So it really is coming down to our thoughts play a huge part in everything. And even the thought that when my kids are home from on summer break or spring break or Christmas break, winter break, I don't have enough time to take care of me, or I'm not that's already me thinking that I can't do it while the kids are home, right? It's okay, I can do this. So it's reframing our beliefs and our thoughts about something. So when you don't think you have enough time in your day, you're not going to have enough time in your day. But when you start thinking that you do have enough time in your day, you'll start to make more time in your day. So if you're looking for balance, it starts with you. Making more time for you. And I know right away you're oh my goodness, I'm already feeling like I'm, overwhelmed. Take a breath. It does start with you. It starts with how you're looking at things, how you're feeling about things. So I could share like a lot of techniques I have for balance, and I could and I have on here on many episodes on this podcast, where it's like you can make a list of the things that are bringing you joy and versus the things you aren't. Today though, my only advice is to make time for you. And this could be small amounts of time. Just do something that fills you up, or even ask yourself, and I've mentioned this before, is what do you need right now? And maybe it's a bubble bath, or maybe it's a walk. Then the other thing I'd recommend is just looking how you're thinking about things. How do you look at time? What are your thoughts around time? Like, do you feel like you just can't do it all? Be really mindful of what your thoughts are saying when it comes to your life. Like maybe a phrase that you say all the time is like, there's not enough hours in a day, or I have so many things to do, there's no way I'm going to get them all done. Be very mindful of what you're saying in your life, in your days, and just write those down. Just be very mindful about how you see your life and what's off balance, or just be very mindful of what you're saying to yourself. Because it all comes down to how you look at time in your life. Now, if this topic of balance resonates with you, it's actually October's theme in the WOW membership. So like I said, if it's something you're like, oh, I want to know more, I want to experience balance, I, want to feel the sense of like I, feel good and balanced and centered, come check over in the WOW membership, because that is what is October's theme. So I hope this has helped. Just take a look inward. What are you saying? What are you thinking? What are your beliefs about time? Maybe you feel like you can't have balance because you're a mom, or maybe it even stems deeper into your beliefs, right? With what you've been brought up. Maybe you watch your parents never have balance, the sense of balance. What is balance? There is no such thing. I also want to say, if you find yourself off balance, it happens. I shared with you, I have been off balance myself. That's why it's one of the topics in the WOW membership, because I know how much people need it. We feel better when we have this sense of balance in our life. This everything's good. So you're not alone when you're not feeling balanced. It's definitely something that comes up a lot. We are human beings doing a lot of different things, and it can be really tricky sometimes. So just know that you're not alone, that there is other people out there, including myself, that find myself wanting to feel more balanced. In fact, the reason I had this book that I could read from Dr. Wayne Dyer is because I bought it because I wanted to be in more balance. I wanted that in my life. So, if you feel yourself off kilter, it all comes back to send yourself some love. It always comes back to looking at what you need, being gentle and loving with yourself, creating a deeper loving relationship with yourself so you can understand why you feel out of balance and what you need to rebalance your life. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye for now.